'Cause you're nothing. Let's go, Phoenix Suns. You're nothing. 'Cause you're nothing. Yo, racist ass motherfucker, misogynist, racist ass picket. 'Cause you're nothing. You have the Donald Sterling treatment, baby. 'Cause you're nothing. You stand for Black Lives Matter. We stand for social justice. We stand for the oppressed groups all around the NBA. We stand for the LGBT community. 'Cause you're nothing. Robert Sarver, you little racist ass prick. You ain't have no chance of keeping the Phoenix Suns. 'Cause you're nothing. You little racist ass picket. You little racist ass misogynist, little sexist little bitch. You think women are property of man, motherfucker? You ain't stand no chance, 'cause you're nothing. The leaks are coming. They have to go King LeBron smash your ass. The leaks are coming your way, motherfucker. We already know what you said about who. We already know whom you said about what to who. The leaks are coming your way, you little dead fish ass motherfucker, right after King LeBron ends your fucking career. The Suns will be sold. You will never ever win no championship until that racist ass, bigot, misogynist ass motherfucker takes his little dirty ass, fucking banker ass hands off the fucking team. 'Cause you're nothing. He's got King LeBron. NBA stand for social justice, and you're nothing. It became clear who the character Donald Sterling was. It became clear that his days were over. That the Clippers are going to be sold without that racist ass motherfucker owning the team with everybody black in the NBA, because you're nothing. You think them black men are property, Robert Sarver, you garbage ass motherfucker? You racist ass from Arizona motherfucker? Get your dirty ass hands off the team, you're fucking toast. Release the leaks. Go King LeBron, dominate you. Let's release the leaks on Robert Sarver, that dead ass fish. You fucking finish. These loser, garbage Phoenix Suns fans, you trash! You defending that little racist ass, misogynist ass motherfucker? Shame on you, garbage ass mofos. This guy ain't got no place on an NBA team, you motherfucker. You can defend your team, you little weak ass motherfucker. That don't mean you defend a little racist ass, misogynist ass prick. Someone like that don't deserve the Phoenix Suns. And I say that as a real ass fucking Phoenix Suns fan, little bitch. Are you little Phoenix Suns fans defending Robert Sarver thinking some witch hunt? You show your little racist ass colors, you little racist ass prick. You think we should be treating women as possessions, you motherfuckers? How dare you say that shit from my face? I'll kick your ass. I'll kick your fucking ass if you think women should be treated as little sex objects ass motherfuckers. Yeah, I know nothing. Because we stand for all the rights of the LGBT, of the black people, for women, for everyone out there. Because I know nothing, Phoenix Suns, you little racist ass motherfuckers. Here's what TYT has reported from the article: allegations of racism and misogyny within the Phoenix Suns. Inside the loser-ass cheap banker prick, Robert Sarver, 17-year tenure as owner. Robert Sarver takes the bailout money from the Federal Reserve. Robert Sarver is a greedy-ass banker. Robert Sarver's been a cheap-ass prick for years for the Phoenix Suns, but certainly these losers want to defend Robert Sarver. The losers! You losers! You losers! I consider no team out there, you losers! Your team is shit! Forever a decade. You want to forget about that shit right now? That Robert Sarver's taking your team back a decade? Is nothing? Because Robert Sarver ain't no nothing? Because he ain't no garbage ass prick? I say fuck Robert Sarver. Because I know nothing. Because you little racist. Because you little fucking ass motherfucker Robert Sarver. You ain't stand no chance of owning them team, motherfucker. Let's leak the shit out of what you said. All these little dirty little thieves behind closed doors. Cancel the fucking ass out of that racist ass piece of shit. That racist ass banker who thinks he's among the elite of the bottom 1%, motherfucker Robert Sarver, because y'all are nothing. You see, you identify as being white, as being Republican, as being extremist, and y'all think anyone else is a possession, that you exert your power and your privilege and your money over the Phoenix Suns and anyone who's an oppressed minority group. Robert Sarver, you piece of shit. Well, fuck you. Everyone knows you're an asshole. You're a piece of shit. You need to get canceled the fucking hell. You'll never, ever, 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 ever win a championship, Phoenix Suns, until you get rid of this motherfucking Robert Sarver. That is a guarantee. He's out enough. He's out enough. Baxter Holmes, ESPN report. Current and former Suns employees told ESPN that Sarver is known to say he is brutal to work for, a line he has repeated over the years, even in job interviews. Sarver has told executives they were paid a lot of money to put up with my shit. So Robert Sarver clearly thinks he has privilege. Clearly, he thinks he has power. He's paying these people, so therefore they should do what Robert Sarver wants them to say, no matter if it is ethically right or not. Robert Sarver is a piece of shit. Robert Sarver is a piece of shit. Robert Sarver is a piece of shit. You know, Robert Sarver is a despicable piece of garbage. Go, King LeBron, a powerful black man, should put the end of fucking racist ass Sarver. If the commissioner comes in and investigates to see what the fuck is going on in Phoenix, one current business operations employee told ESPN, he would be appalled. According to Baxter Holmes of ESPN, according to the Young Turks, Robert Sarver, the racist-ass, end-throwing-ass motherfucker, who has no problem throwing the N-word like it's casual because Robert Sarver thinks these black people are property. He's a racist, elitist, Jew, banker-ass owner. That's who Robert Sarver is. He's a little piece of shit. The Jews have been selling black people in the slave trade for decades. That's who Robert Sarver is. He is a greedy, racist, Zionist Jew, Kabbalah to the core. That's who Robert Sarver is. He is a dirty-ass, evil-ass motherfucker. These N-words need a N-word. Robert Sarver, racist motherfucker, who think these black men are part of his plantation. Y'all racist. Robert Sarver, ESPN, do I own you? Are you one of mine, says Robert Sarver? He's out of nothing, he's out of nothing. Tom, cancel the motherfucker. And this guy ain't getting no money when we sell the team. He's out of nothing. He's out of nothing. You take a stand against you little racist ass bigot motherfucker? Baxter Holmes, ESPN again. More than a dozen employees recalled Sarver making lewd comments in all staff meetings, including discussing times when his wife would perform oral sex on him. 4 former employees said that in several all-staff meetings, Sarver claimed he needed to wear Magnum or extra-large condoms. Former employees said he asked players about their sex lives and their sexual prowess of their significant others. The biggest bombshell that comes out of this is this does not come in private conversations, but this comes in what should be a professional work environment. Yep, Robert Sarver has a completely rotten work culture. A former female employee, according to ESPN, especially with the younger girls, I felt I was abandoning them. I felt bad for leaving. It was hard, and so I was happy when, parentheses, I learned of all of them are out of there. Clearly, Robert Sarver is a racist-ass misogynist. Clearly, Black Lives Matter is a whole central message that we stand for the rights of all oppressed people in society today. That little racist-ass misogynist Robert Sarver doesn't treat women and black people as possessions because he's a racist scumbag and he's a racist. And Phoenix Suns fans defend a racist because you racist Republican the red state. Because you're nothing, because you're nothing. Because you're nothing when go peanut bar and defeat all y'all. And you racists deserve everything that comes your way. And you deserve all of it. You deserve all of it. You deserve all of it, you racist ass bigot Robert Sarver. You need to get canceled the hell out of the league. Former HR representative, there were sometimes I told people, I'm not going to tell you this on the record, or we need to go out to the parking lot or someplace, but I think you should sue. Wow. You think you should sue Robert Sarver for a discriminatory and hostile work environment. Wow. These are bombshells. Phoenix Suns ain't winning on nothing. You ain't winning on nothing. You ain't winning nothing. Go King LeBron, destroy your team. And he make you cry. And then once you cry, and make you suffer. And you feel and you know what these women suffer through. When they've gone through what Robert Sarver got through, you know what it's like to suffer. I can't wait for all that. You'll make these nosy Phoenix Suns cry. Garbage organization. Garbage everybody. They think it's a witch hunt against Robert Sarver. You loser. You loser. Former HR representative. I would hope they would sue because I knew they would get money. So whenever we see the claims come in, I would just be like, well, at least that person's going to get some money. Because those are claims in court that would be substantiated by other key eyewitnesses. Robert Sarver is a piece of shit who needs the Donald Sterling treatment, and we will win! For what you do, treating these black people and these women as possessions. Because you're nothing. You little racist ass motherfucker, misogynist, little piece of shit, Robert Sarver. You'll punch your fucking teeth out, you little bitch. Big, powerful black man, go keep the block and end your fucking career. I can't wait when the Phoenix Suns are sold and your little racist ass motherfucking go keep the block and end your life. I can't wait for that. He's scared, Robert Sarver. He's scared about what's to come. The NBA began its investigation to the Suns and Sarver in early November 2021, hours after ESPN published a story based on interviews with more than 70 current and former employees. Wow, 70 former and current employees. The allegations are absolutely backed up by the reports. There's no doubt about it. Anyone claiming a witch hunt is a retard. 70 current and former employees. Wrap your head around that, you little racist, misogynist, bigot, apologist, racist, bigot piece of shit. Get over yourself, you piece of shit organization. That's how you Phoenix Suns are, you piece of shit. Your fans defend this racist, misogynist motherfucker. I say, oh, suck a dick. Cause you're enough. And you're losing your team, motherfucker. Robert Sarver ain't winning no nothing. It's cause you're enough. This guy is being a cheap-ass prick. He ruined the Suns for over a decade, so I'd say good riddance, you motherfucker. You ain't deserve no piece of the success, Robert Sarver. You yarn enough. You lost the finals. You deserve to suffer. Cause you're enough. Cause you will lose the fucking team. Get canceled the fucking hell, motherfucker. You're enough. You hear me say, no, enough. You better be scared because you know I'll make you tremble. It's talk it is over here. You're feeling the heat of in the blood. It's gonna dominate the hell out of you. Cause you're enough. Baxter Holmes, ESPN. The story contains outright lies about me that bear no resemblance to my values or who I am as a person, says little lying Jew banker elitist Robert Sarver. You lying Jew piece of shit. That's all you are, you little Zionist Jew elitist camera. We get rid of you if you don't stand for just your values, little piece of shit racist from the state of racist Arizona who nominated Barry Goldwater for president. Barry Goldwater for president. There should be no civil rights. And Barry Goldwater was nominated from Arizona, you little racist piece of shit, Robert Sarver. History exposes racist Zona for what it is. Cause you're enough. Cause you're enough. And you know you're enough. Are you scared, Robert Sarver? You'll lose your team after King LeBron ends your career. Current employee, ESPN. If I knew, and I wish I knew what I was coming into, I would have never taken the job here. Never! It's all about power. It's all about control. It's all about power. And it's all about control of women. It's all about power. It's all about control of these slave black players. Robert Sarver is a despicable, racist, bigot piece of shit. The liberals win again. Yeah, I know nothing. Cause yeah, I know nothing. Cause I know nothing. Cause I know nothing. 3 games into the season, this Robert Sarver fires a black coach. Watson, he fires him 3 games into the season. Robert Sarver is looking for a scapegoat. He's looking to regain control of power. These knows of Phoenix Suns fans, they knows us. They want to forget everything that happened the last 10 years, but they remember they ain't want no nothing because they losers. The young Phoenix Suns has been toiling at the bottom of NBA standings for years, missing the playoffs 6 straight seasons. Touring through head coaches, Watson was the 4th in many years, so the Suns were playing eventual NBA champions close, leading by 13 in the first half, but it didn't last. The Warriors took control in the fourth quarter, cemented a 100-600 win, dropping the Suns to 0-3. Why? Draymond Green says N-word. You can't effing say that. Watson says again, you can't say the N-word. Racist? Interviews of more than 70 former and current Suns employees outside of 17-year tenure describe a toxic and sometimes hostile workplace under Sarver. Some told ESPN he has used racially insensitive language repeatedly in the office. Employees recounted conduct they felt was inappropriate and misogynist, including Sarver once passing around a picture of his wife in a bikini to employees and speaking about times his wife performed oral sex on him. Some said the longtime owner fostered an environment in which employees felt they were his property. Again, this is from the article. I've described you. You felt women and black men as possessions. He was playing the role of racist plantation owner in the NBA. Well, guess what? The very big, powerful black man, King LeBron, is going to put you in your place. And you think King LeBron is all part of your plantation. He's enough. Level misogyny and racism is beyond the pale. One Suns co-owner said it's embarrassing as an owner. Said former Suns executive, there's literally nothing you could tell me about him from a misogynist or race standpoint that would surprise me. Through his legal team, little lying-ass Jew denied using the racist insensitive language. I've never called anyone an N-word, blah, blah, blah. Because Robert Sarver is a lying-ass, greedy-ass Jew banker. He acknowledged using the word because he is a racist. On one occasion, players use N-word to describe the importance of having each other's back. I was probably would say I wouldn't say nigga. I would say we in the foxhole together. The assistant coach spoke to me 2 times and told me I shouldn't say the word either. I was quoting someone else. I immediately apologized. I haven't said it again. The N-word's never part of my vocabulary. Says Robert Sarver. No racist science, motherfucker. No racist science apologist, racist Joe, motherfucking Robert Sarver. You old racist science prick. He's out of October 3rd, 2016, Sarver and the lawyers wrote that Sarver did not have the conversation with Watson, blah, 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 but had one with the Suns player received a technical foul for what they said was using the N-word during the game. Sarver said he encouraged the player to appeal the technical foul because Green had used the N-word again. Technical foul was later rescinded by the league. Sarver denied Watson's characteristic of the incident. This is absolutely untrue. I remember the game. Of course, I was using the word myself. In that conversation, I said N-word without saying the 4-1 word itself. Never crossed my lips. When he admitted that it crossed his lips. He's out of nothing. He's out of nothing. Lying as Jew, Robert Sarver. Let's ignore the lying as Jew. Let's hear what the player said. The player telling the truth to his agent. He told ESPN he thinks using an N-word might have contributed to the technical foul. He does not recall speaking to Sarver that night. What story has been? There's no player in the room when Sarver made the cut. He's sticking up for Robert Sarver right now, isn't he? Watson, the head coach. Multiple current former employees told ESPN about conduct by other members of the Suns leadership that they felt contributed to a toxic and hostile work environment. Well, none said Sarver was involved in these incidents because, well, they're afraid Robert Sarver going to use his banker-ass money to sue them and coerce them. And, hey, I'm going to sue you if you speak against me. That's the racist-ass Jew Robert Sarver says where he thinks he can control people. But many felt that Sarver's own conduct contributed to the coach that affected out some other managers of the organization treated the employees. This article is like 30, 50 paragraphs long. You need to read the whole article. ESPN sent Sarver in the Suns written questions. Some was public. Serving the Suns sent 3 statements. ESPN tweeted versions of them, blah, 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 denying them. Illegal firm, blah, 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 saving face, laws of Phoenix Suns. James Jones is just a little empty figurehead. He's employed by Robert Sarver. He's a little useful moron. NBA Players Association Executive Director Michelle Roberts said she was not aware of any reports from players and misconduct by Sarver with the Suns, apart from Chris Paul and James Jones. They have not had much official contact with the team. None they think of with Sarver. According to former Suns employees, so he has been the Sarver is known to say he's been to work for it. And 9 dispute over the years. Even in job interviews, Sarver is telling executives they were paid a lot of money to put up with my shit. If the commissioner comes in, investigates, see what the fuck is going on in Phoenix, he'd be appalled. Definitely see a leak coming our way when Cocaine LeBron ends the loser, garbage, Phoenix Suns bandwagon loser organization who acts like they won a championship last year. Suns are the most classless team in the NBA. The Lakers actually think we deserve to win the championship. That we got to go out and go earn it because Phoenix Suns are losers who think they already won the championship. Because you're not enough. Because you're not enough. Among Sarver and others attendees, including National Agent Bill Duffy, 03 Rookie of the Year, Amari Stoudemire, both of whom are black. 30 people in the room told ESPN that during the meeting, Sarver made a comment they felt was racially insensitive. They could not recall specifics, but said they felt he was loosely used the term black guy during the conversation because he a little racist-ass prick. Unfortunately, ultimately, the Suns got their target, but we've signed Steve Nash despite Roberts as a basketball executive who's there. His little lying-ass Jew lawyer told ESPN the anecdote was too vague, happened too long ago to address specifically, but they note that nothing racially inappropriate was said. 73% of the players were black. Those conversations certainly would have referenced black men. Sarver, he said it was integral to saying this. What if he's a racist-ass bigot who they had to sign a white point guard instead of a black point guard? You ever wondered that? You already asked a question. Why as a white point guard as the best player on the team? You'll wonder if that plays in the Robert Sarver's racism. Half dozen Suns staffers recounted ESPN instances of Sarver in the story of the black player used the same language and return it down to the usage of the N-word. You're like, whoa, Robert, you can't do that, says one basketball executive. Another former Suns coach says such instances were commonplace. A black basketball operations staffer told ESPN he has heard Sarver say the N-word multiple times. Sarver once used the N-word when trying to explain to a staffer why he preferred hiring Lindsey Under over Dan Maggio, a club legend, as a head coach. Queen, a high-level executive Hunter was a first-year Suns player development coordinator. Thunder Dan was in his 5th year as a Suns associate head coach. These N-words need a N-word. They're all racist. You think so because they black that they need a black man? Robert Sarver, they racist. Sarver side racist and recent team need to hire Watson as a black coach. He's hiring based on race now, according to Robert Sarver, because he's a racist. Because he's a racist. He's a racist! He's a racist! Because you're nothing! You tell me to stand up against slave labor. You're losers! You really want to play in the World Cup with little child slave labor building stadiums. You're the biggest losers out there, planet Earth. Tired of the biggest winners out there in the history of the world. That's all that needs to be said. And you're fine. Because you're tired of standing up for oppressed slave labor building these stadiums. You should be ashamed of yourself. A tense front office situation before the 17-18 season provided another glimpse into interaction with Sarver's employees who were racially insensitive later in the season. But so had been benched in a takeout for by Sarver, former basketball operations staff, for set issues with the benching percolated into the offseason when Bledsoe was eligible for a contract extension. They eventually led to his agent Rich Paul to communicate directly with Sarver. Suns owner didn't want to extend Bledsoe's contract due to issues about his durability, concerns about the team performing poorly. Keep in mind, this is King LeBron's agent. Rich Paul responded to Sarver's remarks by saying that he knew basketball and that they weren't talking about tennis, Sarver's childhood sport. Rich Paul gonna destroy that motherfucker. You gonna destroy that motherfucker. Sarver erupted at the dig, according to two people with knowledge and interaction, telling Rich Paul he was going to fire Watson's team's head coach, and Watson didn't sever ties with Clutch. Clutch Sports will have the last laugh, will they, when King LeBron ends the career of Robert Sarver. You're going to get the guillotine. Death is coming your way, Robert Sarver. Rich Paul is going to laugh at your little sorry-ass, racist-ass, despicable ass. If Watson didn't sever ties with Clutch, which had been representing Watson within 10 days, just after the start of the season, he was going to fire Watson, the head coach. Watson said that Sarver's ultimatum quickly reached him. Yes, Sarver, if you're serious. Yeah, I will fucking fire you, Sarver told Watson, because he thinks he's black and he owns him, that he's property, because racist-ass Sarver's racist-ass son of a bitch. You have 10 days to think about it, don't wait too long. Watson said he explained that Sarver the optics of a white owner asking a black coach to fire an agency led by a black agent Paul, because Robert Sarver is a racist, and Rich Paul will laugh at your sorry loser bum ass when the Lakers eliminate your racist trash, racist Jewish extremist banker owner. You're fucking garbage, Robert Sarver, you piece of shit. The Suns fans are fucking retarded that forget about the past 10 years. They want to forget about everything that has happened. They want to keep the guy. They're going to stick up for him because, he's the owner of the Phoenix Suns. You're sorry about your losers. You deserve to cry. You deserve to suffer if you stick up for a racist, elitist, Jewish, Zionist banker owner, Robert Sarver. He will be defeated. Some very powerful black men out here like Rich Paul and King LeBron will end his fucking career. You take that to the fucking bank. Yeah, loser! I don't have to! Y'all scared of black men. Why don't you say the N-word right in front of their face? And they can go kick you in the ass and put you straight in the teeth, motherfucker! Say the N-word straight to their face, motherfucker, and say it against the other white people in the room. Cause you're nothing. Cause you're nothing. But you're scared. Say the N-word right in front of their face, you little trash motherfucker, Robert Sarver. And little racist Jew, elitist motherfucker. You understand what race you two are? Sarver replied, according to Watson. So I'm asking you, how bad do you want your job? How bad do you want your job? I'm going to make you commit cotton. This is racist, Robert Sarver. You little piece of shit. Keys on earth. Keys on earth. Watson says you can do whatever the fucking hell you want, you little racist ass piece of trash. You own this team. My culture's not for sale, and I ain't up for sale, motherfucker. You little piece of garbage ass fucking Jew, motherfucker. You treat the Palestinians like their property too, you little racist ass Jew property. That's all you are. Through legal representation, Sarver said his issue with Clutch was solely due to conflict of interest, and a coach and a player could not be represented by the same agent. So did any conversation anything to do with this? Watson then told him Sarver's response that Rich was never my agent. He was never his agent. Watson was represented by Clutch Sports, which is owned by Paul, but Paul was not the agent. Clutch Sports was owned by Rich Paul. Guess who did my contract when I got hired to be the head coach? If Clutch did my contract, when Suns just told me we can't sign him because it's a conflict of interest. They owned him. Would they have signed him because you're owned by Clutch Sports? BS, Sarver. BS, motherfucker. BS. It's almost like an ownership thing, Watson told ESPN. He wants people to call him and beg him. It's all a power trip. It's all a power trip thing for a racist, Zionist, elitist Joe banker. He's a racist Jewish extremist. And these Israeli Jews are the biggest extremists out there. They're claiming, oh, Palestinians are using human shields, just like the little communist Nazis, Russians out there saying Ukrainians are using human shields. Oh, where do we hear that? We hear that in Palestine, where the Israelis are murdering Palestinians because they're big Nazis. And they're lying and saying that Palestinians are using human shields because this Jew-ass media is telling you that's the case. So I said the Watson having a diverse staff made it hard for people to agree. Like a diversity among the organization's highest ranks was an issue that number of employees placed to their superiors, including this Harvard multiple employees said everybody knows that our diversity here is shit. Robert Sarver is all about white power. It becomes more evident by the minute and by the second and by the hour as good, trusted outlets like Young Turks report all this nonsense at the perfect timing, a month before the Lakers kick the Suns and Robert Sarver in the fucking balls, and before we can leak more stuff out on Robert Sarver so we can end his fucking career, this racist, oppressionist reign as an owner of the Suns, standing up for white power and viewing women and black people as possessions. During Sarver's tenure, the Suns have cycled through 9 head coaches, including 7 to 8 year span, 8 general managers. I said, the only common denominator is you. Says Watson. This cemetery runs deep of coaches, GMs, players. You're the only common thread. It's you. Watson said he told Sarver that he was toxic and that the Suns were toxic because of him. The little racist, bigot, misogynist, Jew elitist Sarver screamed back, "You're fucking toxic!" To his legal representation, the lying Jew said one of the reasons we parted ways with Watson because of the toxic work environment under his leadership as a head coach. All of the Suns employees are saying it's the exact opposite. I know specifically remember using the quote reference, but during the conversation I did use some colorful language and did refer to Mr. Watson as toxic, but not as the N-word. Huh, Robert Sarver? Yeah, I ain't got no explanation for that, you motherfucker. James Jones is a sick-ass motherfucker. This guy's gonna stick for his Jew master, Robert Sarver. James Jones has zero credibility, so let me skip to James Jones. He's trying to impress employees and how he's a big Suns fan. When meeting the drive point, Sarver passed around a picture of his wife in the Suns bikini. Multiple longtime employees said one former executive was in the meeting and said, "We're passing it around like a hot potato. Like, what the hell are we supposed to do with this? This is just, one early glimpse at the money." Sarver responded to his legal team, "This is a perfect example of how things got twisted. Blah, 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 blah. He's a lying-ass Jew. I don't need to say anything more. Robert Sarver, these guys are meant to lie in their sleep. These guys are disgusting piece of shit. Women have very little value," one female former staffer said. "Women are possessions. I think we're nowhere close to where he thinks men are." Well, the Old Testament was very brutal and very barbaric. This is what racist Jew motherfuckers like Robert Sarver believe in. They believe in the brutality of the Old Testament. They believe women are possessions. Robert Sarver is an animal. Robert Sarver is a pig. Robert Sarver is as much of an animal as these Russian rapist troops right now who are raping Ukrainian women like they raped Slavic and German women when they liberated Germany in the 1940s. That's how much of an animal Robert Sarver is. He's a racist son of a bitch. Before our 08-09 season, pregnant Suns employee was helping coordinate the 09 All-Star game. Phoenix was told by Sarver that she wouldn't be able to continue that role. Two employees with knowledge of his remarks said the two employees said Sarver explained that the women would be breastfeeding and would need to be home with her newborn. It was so out of line and so inappropriate, one of the employees familiar with the remarks said. Some employees believe that such a move violated discrimination in employment laws, and the two employees said other members of the Suns management quickly rebuked Sarver and told the female employee she would remain in her role. It was clearly a power thing for Robert Sarver. Sarver through his legal team wide open. You make me sick. I need to read anything from Sarver and his lying Jew legal team. He knows what to. The main quote of the article. As I said before, if the commissioner comes in, investigates, see what the fuck is going on in Phoenix, he'd be appalled. In March 11, Sarver braided that some female former employee over a tribute video to honor the SUNS executive Rich Waltz, according to two employees with knowledge of the interaction. Sarver's issue was that he wasn't featured more prominently in the video, and then said it featured more of Jerry Colangelo, the former owner, the great Jerry Colangelo, the great winning owner of the Phoenix Suns, Jerry Colangelo. At one point, the women broke down in tears, in which Sarver said, "Why do all you women around here cry so much?" Sarver, the racist bastard. He's a liar. His attorneys, that's all the Jews do is lie to save face for legal issues. That's all this stupid lying Jew does, Robert Sarver. This guy gives Jews Hall a bad name. Robert Sarver is a cursed Jew who gives SUNS Hall a bad name. Again, real Jews don't act like Robert Sarver. But the stereotypical Jew is Robert Sarver. And that's why Robert Sarver makes them all look bad. That's why he's a disgrace to his people. Robert Sarver is an animal. He is a piece of swine. He is everything all above. Robert Sarver is a racist, oppressionist Nazi who treats black people and women as property. You know the truth about the racist ass motherfucker Robert Sarver. Soon after the incident, multiple female former SUNS employees, Robert Sarver has some of them that have lunch with women who worked at the bank he oversaw as CEO. The perception among some female employees is that he believes some women with the SUNS weren't as tough as the women who worked at the bank. So humiliating, one female former employee said she felt about the arranged lunch. Sarver through his lying. I don't want to hear anything about Sarver and his employees and this lying Jew, fucking lawyers and his legal team. Liar! Sarver through. I didn't need to say anything about Sarver, lying Jew and his employees. And his freaking lawyers, I should say. Not his employees, but his lawyers. Female former marketing employees said Sarver would frequently use language such as, "Do I own you? Are you one of mine?" It makes you feel like you belong to him, like you're a possession. Several employees recalled several instances in which Sarver referred to staffers and employers as inventory, as assets under control of the owner. Lie to Sarver through his legal team. Deny! You're a liar, Robert Sarver. You're a liar. You deny. Through your legal team, you're a hoax and you fake news. Says one former executive. His mentality is parentheses. If you don't like it, there's the door. You can get the fuck out of here because I own you and I own the team. Says lying Joe Robert Sarver, racist. Zionist, Jew elitist motherfucker. During 09-10 season, Sarver entered the Suns training room with reserve forward Taylor Griffin, older brother of Blake Griffin, lifting weights. He noticed 6'7" to 40-pound serious weightlifter didn't have hair on his legs. Sarver, according to two people who witnessed the interaction, asked Griffin whether he shaved his legs. Griffin said he did. Sarver then asked, "You shave your balls too?" When the basketball operations staff present Sarver separately asked the question of others. He said of others in organization several years later. Sarver through his lying Jew to his legal team. I don't need to repeat anything that lying Jew says to his legal team. Whether it's for comment, Griffin said at the time, "I took it as a joke, looking back on the context really of a company or the owner said such thing as inappropriate." It is inappropriate. Most employees told ESPN about demeaning sexual comments and conduct by Sarver that made him feel uncomfortable. He's a racist ass animal who operated himself from the Old Testament. long before women had rights, because Robert Sarver is an animal. He's a goddamn animal who should feel the wrath of women's rights and GOAT King LeBron James and the GOAT King LeBron LHR. Robert Sarver is disgusting. Robert Sarver, death is coming your way. Robert Sarver, death is coming your way. May the leaks come and reveal more about what you do to the Phoenix Suns and all their employees. This article goes on and on and on. All the proof is there for you to say that it is a racist, Jew, elitist motherfucker. He used women and black people as property. He sees himself as white. He sees himself as Jew. He sees himself as elitist. Because you're nothing. Because you're nothing. Robert Sarver, you're nothing. You get canceled the hell out, right? The GOAT King of LeBron make sure whip your ass. You little racist, misogynist motherfucker making women cry like that. You little piece of shit. Real ass people in society stand up for the most vulnerable in society, motherfucker. That's black people, that's women, and that's LGBT. You're a little poor excuse of a fucking person, Robert Sarver. You are really a rotten ass piece of garbage. You will feel the wrath of GOAT King LeBron James, who is the very epitome of standing up for the poor, oppressed people in poverty in Akron, Ohio, who's given a full ride tuition to college, motherfucker. Yeah, I know nothing. He's I know nothing. I know nothing, Robert Sarver. Yeah, I know nothing. You took up. You're scared of a very big, powerful black man, GOAT King LeBron. What you gonna do about that now? Yeah, I know nothing. I know nothing. This ain't no art. This is history. This is real love. Enough. And you will feel the wrath of GOAT King LeBron James and the GOAT King LeBron LHR and your garbage Phoenix Suns knows of faith. Y'all be damn ashamed of yourself if you keep on defending this despicable honor. You're as much trash as Robert Sarver. You're enough. And you're as despicable as GOAT King. You're despicable as Robert Sarver because you're enough. And you demand that Robert Sarver sail this team. He's on the Phoenix Suns formation. He's on the Suns. I should defend Robert Sarver because you little sheep are always part of the team. Be all tribalistic now, really. Because you're not enough. If you stick up to Robert Sarver, then you're not enough. You deserve to suffer. You deserve to cry. You deserve all of the above. I can't wait for it. It's going to be such a great feeling when Robert Sarver gets canceled. They will never, ever win a championship ever. And Phoenix Suns loser fans are crying when Robert Sarver, the worst owner ever, gets canceled the hell out of the Phoenix Suns. You can kiss my fucking ass and you get what the fuck you want out of all this, y'all. Kiss enough.